Hi, I'm Ashley, and I will be doing my informative speech today about the history of makeup and cosmetics. Archaeological evidence shows that Egyptian ladies were dolling themselves up as early as 4000 BC. This was mainly because they wanted to impress their gods, in which they believed in, as women felt their appearance was directly related to their spiritual worth. Some of the ingredients were poisonous. This did not stop them from continuing to use it. Soon, cosmetics and makeup made their way from Egypt to other countries, such as Rome and Greece. These countries did not like the idea of makeup or cosmetics. Today is quite a different story. Both women and men, yes, men, wear makeup. Times have certainly changed. But today we currently use makeup to either hide our imperfections, to change or enhance our natural beauty, or to impress possible suitors or significant others. Over the next few minutes, I will go over some interesting facts that I found online about the history of makeup. So, the first one is the first use of white face makeup that would later become the iconic geisha makeup started in the era of 794 to 1185. It may have been influenced by similar makeup from China. This was made from a rice powder with water to form a paste, which was then applied to the face like a foundation or a base. I have an example of that. Sorry, it's in black and white. Next fact. In ancient Rome, a woman's social status was conveyed by her makeup, clothing, and jewelry. So, in fact, makeup was important in the Roman culture, and the philosopher Plaudius once wrote, "A woman without paint is like food without salt." Women would use kohl on their eyes, chalk on their skin to make them seem whiter, as well as a blush. In addition to chalk and rice powder, the world over, women sometimes used white lead mixed with vinegar to lighten their skin. The makeup would cause the eyes to swell, to become inflamed, and would even change the texture of their skin. Sometimes the skin would even start to blacken from the mixture. A famous person who would do this was Queen Elizabeth. She was well known to have a white face made of lead makeup to cover her poor skin conditions. Sometimes nearly it was an inch thick, so an inch is like pretty big. Yes, people knew that using too much lead could lead to lead poisoning and death, but they continued to do that anyways. So I have a picture of the wonderful Miss Queen Elizabeth. Again, it's in black and white, so I'm sorry. Next interesting fact. Cosmetics used to whiten the skin during the Victorian era were usually made from white arsenic and a vinegar or chalk. This was rubbed on the skin or sometimes consumed orally in order to improve the complexion of the skin and reduce wrinkles. According to the history of cosmetics.net online, the European Dark Ages was a time when cosmetics almost disappeared from public knowledge and usage. This was because the tradition of prostitutes was to use excessive amounts of cosmetics to hide their age and exaggerate their beauty. For the longest time, cosmetics were totally abandoned by the majority of the European population. Next fact, ombre lips aren't really a new thing. It started in 1959, and it started with a lovely trend called white lipstick that could be worn alone, layered, or blended with other colors to achieve a multitude of looks. I have an example. It was better in color, but black and white. So from dark to light. Until the 16th century, during the Dark Ages, the Christian church banned the use of makeup, claiming it was used in satanic rituals and only for the lowest class of people, like prostitutes. Apparently, they skipped the part in the Bible where Jesus was friends with said prostitutes and said nothing about their makeup. Maybelline introduced Cake Mascara in the year of 1917. This was much closer to giving the look of mascara we're all familiar with today. At the time, a small brush was used, ran over a cake or like a powder, made up of various waxes and pigments. This was standard until the year of 1957, when the first wand mascara, called the Mascara Matic, was introduced by Helen Rubinstein. And yes, it was finally waterproof. So I have an example of what mascara used to look like. Very different from today. Okay. In conclusion, many women will use makeup today to mimic the style of icons in popular culture. What sets today's standards of style and beauty apart from historical trends is the sheer availability of beauty products and the vast array of services that can be provided by different cosmetologists and even taught through online tutorials. And that is my informative speech. Thank you.